G'day, I'm Evan and welcome to Gamey. Joining me on the show this week, it's Druce. And Naomi Higgins. And Bec Petraitis.
And Evan.
And me. I'm back. We didn't do a show last week. I'm sorry we didn't do a show last week. I was sick, and I'm still a bit sick. I'm a bit croaky. I'm sorry.
Thanks for apologising. I was really upset about it.
This guy's got a lot of fucking nerve.
Is he going to mention it, or should I?
Hello, I'm the comments section on YouTube.
Message the
Dog.
page. You think you're better than me? Show you.
I feel like we could have done a thing where you just moved your mouth and we could talk for you. If you know?
Oh, like ventriloquism.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that now?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, ready? Patreon question. Jake Robertson asks, if you could reboot one game franchise, what would it be?
Can we hold for a second? Evan, the words are there. You don't need to go.
Well, I
Like, it's not like.
realised partway through that I could have predicted what you were saying. Sorry.
I'm reading.
You could have predicted
Predicted how?
me saying the things that you wrote for you to say.
Yes, people on the $10 Patreons here can submit questions for us to answer on the show and vote for which question they would like. And the most popular question this week, or last week actually, because we skipped one last week, is from Jake Robinson. If you could reboot a game franchise, Bec, which one? Which one would you?
Can you go, Jack? Good Jack. Hey, Jack.
Hey Jack, if you could reboot a video game franchise.
I would like Age of Empires in cereal boxes again. More than anything.
That would be good.
I think just original Age of Empires.
I think we actually reviewed the remastered version of Age of Empires on this show.
No.
And now, if there is a clip, play the clip of Evan definitely saying those words.
I would remember if we talked about.
Boy, if that clip exists. I don't know if it does. If it doesn't exist, what can we play? I saw a good game that people play on Twitter called Dog Cheese. So play a clip from Dog Cheese. So ready? Here we go. Here's the moment of truth. Is there an Age of Empires clip on Dog Cheese? Either way, you're going to have a good time. You get to see that Evan's wrong, or you get to see some cheese thrown at a dog.
Oh.
In a nice way. Some of them eat it.
Oh, okay.
So you'd reboot Age of Empires and it would come out in cereal boxes.
I would reboot the concept of games delivered via cereal box. I don't really care what game it is.
I love that video game franchise.
Yeah.
I had to do that though. I had to convince my mum that I liked Nutri-Grain.
Yeah.
And I liked a lot of Nutri-Grain because you needed to buy the biggest box of Nutri-Grain to get Age of Empires.
Yeah.
And I didn't like Nutri-Grain.
Why didn't you just tell her you wanted... What is
I
it, like
think-
$6?
We didn't come from money. You know, I had to buy my games in cereal boxes. I never played a game until, thanks Nutri-Grain, it's Iron Man food. Iron Man is in Iron Age because Age of Empires. I don't know what any of it means.
I like the idea of you just like reluctantly competing in all these surf life-saving events. You're like, please, Mom, I need it.
Naomi, if you had to reboot a game franchise.
Rugrats on PS1.
Ah.
Hell yeah.
The Search for Reptile one?
No,
Okay.
the one where you're just at home and it's just a variety of games. The first one you play is hide and seek. There's a mini golf.
I think that's Search for Reptile.
It's called Search for Reptar. And it was sick. And all the other games I want to be rebooted have already done so.
Bec, what would you reboot?
Okay, thank you everyone for speaking. I've had time to think. Barbie Detective.
What?
Barbie Detective scared me as a child. Another one that scared me. I think you could reboot it and make it more gritty. Because people did die in it, I think. And you were like walking around a hotel trying to work out who did a murder.
Wow.
And like as a kid, I went over to my friend's house and I remember their mum talking to me and going, now Bec, she's stuck at a point in this game. Can you work this out? I'm like, this is for me.
Is Barbie the detective?
Yeah. Barbie's a detective. She's got...
Is it like film noir, trench coat, cigarettes?
There is. And like the guy...
The cigarettes.
There might be cigarettes. I mean, it was the 90s. Cigarettes were still cool.
Does she help out dames?
No, it's all very modern 90s.
Oh, okay.
Radical, someone says radical. But when you're chasing someone, there is a guy. So if you're like, oh, there's the suspect, it comes up with a shadow, like a silhouette of a guy in a trench coat walking real creepy.
Like, who's that Pokemon?
Yeah, and he used to scare the crap out of me. And then there was one bit where you chased after him when he was on a, what are these things in the water? What are these water
Jet
things?
ski.
Jet ski!
Great. That's why Jack's here.
Thank you. It's got all the nouns. You were chasing him on a jet ski and you were just chasing a silhouette and it scared me and I didn't like it. But I think it would be good if you made it like kind of spooky, jump scare, but Barbie detective.
Sounds
You
cool.
could wear cool clothes and have nice hair.
You know what used to scare me? With rage, when it would go rage, and then I'd scream.
Oh,
and
right.
cry.
Did you know? I thought the stretchy guy at the end of Rage was the part that really got to me.
I never got that far. I'm out of the room, man. So there you go, Jake Robertson. If you have a question you'd like,
I was going to say, if I was to reboot a franchise,
right.
Yeah, okay.
if I had to reboot a franchise,
You gotta do it.
I've got to do it. I reckon
your head,
I'd love to. I'd love to have a reboot of Time Splitters
What's
because
that?
those were good games. They're like time-traveling first-person shooter games. There were 3 or 4. There were 4 of them maybe, but not for a while. Time Splitters 2 was really good. They were all actually really good. I liked them a lot.
Is it more you being a shooty boy? You just want to shoot things?
That series just in particular had a real charm to it. I think
The guns?
something about the character design. No, not so much the guns. That's not what I think about when I think of that game.
COD Evan over here.
No, but the character design is great. It had a great feel to it. The level design, even like the music and sound design and stuff, was really nice. There's a project at the moment to like remaster them or something, but it's like a fan-driven thing, and it's sort of got the blessing from the publisher, I think. But it's a bit like,
It's cool.
may never happen. But they're really fun games, and I'd love to see
I've
a
been hiding
reboot.
video games in Nutrigrain boxes as my fan effort. Just random
That's great.
games I find around the place.
Sneak into
Yeah,
supermarkets.
people are very upset.
Well, you got to sort of cut a hole into the
Yeah, yeah.
box. It'll
Yeah.
look like someone's done some real dodge.
Yeah,
And it
they-
sounds
and
like
they have-
it's like it's illegal and also would cost you a lot of money if you're
yeah,
having to
yeah.
fund.
and everyone
buying
hates
the
it.
Naomi, just because you're mentioning the guns thing. This
Yeah.
is just a conversation for me and Naomi. You guys can go.
Nobody listen.
Yeah.
I like your shirt.
For my birthday,
Please don't speak though.
when some friends were over, because Evan, you know how Evan likes guns and has mentioned it a few times on this show and it's a bit creepy. He's got some toys of guns just sitting around the house, and one of our friends' kids found one and was going like, bang, bang. And then it was like, no. And that was Evan's fault.
Evan. It's so hard to bully you when you barely have a voice. It's so hard. You look so vulnerable right now.
I feel like it's easier because he can't speak.
Just to be clear, I'm not pro guns. I think guns are bad, but
Except in video games where they're fun.
they're fun to shoot people with in video games.
It's weird. We'll talk about this later, but in the new Pokemon game, all the Pokemon have guns, and I don't like that. They evolve into bigger guns. I'm like, this is not. I'm not okay
Goddamn.
with this.
Jack, you pussy. Ruining every fucking video game.
I love Mega Blastoise. It's just a big lot of guns, just an amorphous gun.
Just a huge gun with a face.
If you have a question that you'd like to ask for us to answer on the show, then you can jump on our Patreon at patreon.com/GameyGame. This week, we're going to take a look at Spyro, the Reignited Trilogy, and Pokemon Let's Go. But first, what do you think of this? HTC has announced that they're bringing their Vive Focus VR system. I'm going to start talking about VR systems. I realize this is a bad idea. They're bringing their Vive Focus VR system to the US. It was previously only available in China. It's a VR headset specifically designed for VR training, so it's actually not even available for buying at retail, it's just for companies. Anyway, but the point is that VR training is becoming a reality, slowly. What do you guys think about this idea of doing training for work using VR headsets?
What kind of work?
Well, I
Should have
mean,
read this.
in the exact, like it's, physical work, like automotive stuff, but also like, I mean, some of the demos are more like health stuff, which is, like medicine and that sort of thing, which seems like...
There was a demo a guy from Business Insider did where he just put on a hard hat at a construction site and then walked out and there was a character giving a lecture about the construction site, which I think is great. Just putting a VR headset on and then a guy just going, anyway, here we go. I feel like in VR also everything's too close to you, so it'd probably be a person just going, here's the explanation of safety on a work site. So I think it's really fun. I think that would be very distracting. I think this would be distracting. Like, I don't think I would learn well in VR because mostly I'm afraid about how high up I am because any moment it'll go, oh, look, now you're in the sky, because that's what a lot of VR games do. So it's like learning on in the car factory and then suddenly, I'm in the sky. I've got to make a Volkswagen Beetle,
That happens, Bec. That happens in the field, in the factory. You never know.
You got to be prepared.
This seems like more effort than it's worth. To make... I've made, like, virtual reality, they were so shit. They were so bad and it took me so long, man. And it was just a field. And you were in the sky. And it was bad. And it took so long.
What did you do in the field?
What? You walk across a bridge.
Oh.
That's it.
There's one of these examples here. It's just in a human nose.
Yeah, that's like the more medical
someone got
application.
To explore but it's like from this picture it looks like it's like simulating you being in the nose.
Yes.
Which I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but is that how you? I don't get it. Do you crawl in?
You get in the nose.
Do they shrink you down and put you in a nose? Like, I don't.
Have you
I don't
ever
think.
seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Do they?
That's
get right
doctors
up in
now. That's
Yeah,
what
it
they
feels
do.
like that's not really a scenario that you're likely to come across.
I guess it is good to be prepared, as you said before. In case.
Just in case. Do you think, as a business, from a business point of view, is this? Do you think this? Is this a good way to train employees?
I feel like a lot of stuff is sort of hard to simulate. Like when I used to work in a cafe and stuff, it's like it wouldn't be hard in a VR world, but in the real world, you're just covered in grime and you're burning yourself all the time. Where until VR gets to a place where it can burn you, which I check out my crowdfunding to do that. But until we get there, I feel like it would be the same with a lot of businesses. Like,
Yeah, right.
VR should be able to hurt you. Is what I'm saying.
Do you know what though? I think it would be kind of good because like I did training for Coles, which is a supermarket in Australia.
Same.
Oh, and it was
Did you have to watch a video about a girl stealing a $20 note?
I don't know. That sounds great. I don't remember. Maybe
That
they
was-
didn't teach us that.
That was disappointing based on what seemed to be your reaction.
You were so thrilled about not knowing.
No.
So you're gonna be like, yes, I watched that.
I stole the $20.
What happened in it?
Yeah.
She's working at the register, and then she just like, how did they figure it out? And then she just like tucks it under her cuff, and then she gets in trouble. So that's what you got to know. If you steal money, you might get in trouble.
But that training would just I don't think I would have thought of that until I watched that video. And I'd be like, free $20
Yeah.
available to me. Why is there a training video about stealing? That's a very basic
You
concept.
It's
don't
train you
seem
not
to
to
have
steal.
learned that you get in trouble. So actually you wouldn't do it. Do you understand the point of the video now?
Yeah.
It demonstrates the consequences.
I got it.
Doing something
But
bad.
that would have been
Should've done
great
it.
at Coles, like just putting on a headset and it's like, now you're at the cash register. What an amazing journey. Because it would have been the most exciting thing to happen while I was working at Coles.
Yeah.
Virtual reality Coles, where anything could happen. What if a dragon came by and you got to give it some food? It's like, I'm buying 2 bananas and an avocado.
I feel like that novelty though
Sorry, I've lost it. Yeah.
would make people pay attention. If I was given a VR headset and said, do this training, I'd be like, oh, this is cool, I'll pay attention to this. Also, you can't look away.
I
In
guess
virtual
when you close
reality.
your eyes,
Yeah.
you could easily have a nap.
You could have
You were so excited
Yeah.
about someone being trapped in a virtual world of car factories. It's like,
Take that, the working class. Evan hates you.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, I think this would be superfluous and distracting and ridiculous.
Expensive. Unless, like, I do think if you made it more engaging and you were like, yeah, you did have to serve a dragon and it was actually different and fun, maybe.
It's not
But
about
this is just
dragons, Bec. I think you just want a dragon VR game.
Yeah.
Could you take it out of the realm of like training and make it more of like a blue collar simulation where people can get that experience? Like if you really want to appreciate like Bruce Springsteen songs and stuff, you put that on like before the thing, and then it's like, yeah, I've been working down the docks for 2 weeks. I can go and really get into this jam now. I think it'd be good.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. What are they like? What's it like to be one of those people?
Hey, the rich will use this to feel poor. Because it costs $5.99 to feel like you're working at a car factory.
Yeah.
Remember a while ago we were talking about how KFC had a VR training sort of a thing?
No.
You might not have been here. Bec remembers.
Hang on. Did it happen or dog cheese? Here we go. You ready? Oh.
KFC has launched a virtual reality game. It's a training game. It's set up like a virtual escape room sort of a scenario.
What?
It takes you through the steps of preparing fried chicken.
Yes.
Until you learn how to make my chicken right, you will not be allowed to leave.
Yeah, it did happen. That one happened. I remember that.
Yep.
Could have been dog cheese though, you know.
That was really cool because it was quite stylized. It was a bit more like a game. It still didn't make much sense at the time, as we pointed out on the show when we talked about it. You're just like grabbing chicken, dipping chicken. I mean, it's
That makes sense.
nice that if you're fucking up your chicken breading and dipping and stuff, that you're not wasting actual chicken.
Oh, yeah. You're not
Because if you're doing training and you're dealing with real food, that's maybe a bit of a waste. It's not that hard, I imagine. I mean, I haven't done it, but
it's really hard to get in someone's
Oh.
nose normally.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, working at KFC isn't that hard, Evan? He hates him.
Loves hates the working class.
I'm going with classism today for you. That's the vibe, I think.
I'm sick.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, how about we move on to
Please.
games? Hey, Spyro is back. The Spyro Reignited Trilogy has just launched on PS4 and it's pretty amazing. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Who are you again?
Spyro.
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 Spyro. Spyro.
Spyro.
Spyro.
Spyro.
Spyro.
I'm getting a little winded.
Well, that was the trailer.
Wait.
What?
No, don't mention the.
Don't nobody look at Bec.
Nobody even mentioned
give it
that
a
it's
second.
changed. There we go. I'm just gonna keep changing my hat.
Ready to bring the heat?
I'm so quirky. I don't know why I'm doing this. They gave me a Spyro hat and I was really excited. Look at it.
Yeah, they sent us the Spyro hat. That's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, okay.
Bec, you've been playing a lot of this.
Been playing a lot of this.
How much have you played? You 120%ed the first game
did.
of the three.
What's the 20%?
All the treasures,
What treasures?
all the dragons, all the gems. You get all the
That's
gems.
100%.
No, then you go beat Nasty Knock and then it opens up another level. And then you go get it through his loot.
Stop it.
Spoilers for a very old game. It's 20 years old, I think. Is it?
Is
Spyro
it 20 years old?
Is that a lie? Patrick.
1998. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Time.
Wow.
This was the first game I had on PlayStation.
Fuck yeah, I loved this game.
Yes.
PS1, baby. Our own Rugrats.
And it wasn't a burnt copy. Like none
really?
of my other games. All of our other games are legit.
It is a really, really good remaster. Like, they've done a real proper job on it. Like, it looks... It's like they must have started from scratch, right? Like, It's not like they're able to take the original assets and stuff. Like everything's been totally redone.
And everything, like each game looks the same too. So you've got like all the menus look the same. So it's kind of like you're playing a really long Spyro game. Yeah, it's so good. And it's so like, from game to game, you basically, all the stuff's the same. So you don't have to worry about learning new things apart from you can't swim in the first one, but you can swim in the other two. So.
Could you swim?
But in the original, yeah, could you?
No. In the original, you couldn't swim. So if you fall in the water, you die a bit, and then you can jump out. But in the other two, you can just swim. So the learning curve is that if you go, I'll play the third one first, and then play the first one, you're actually a monster, and let's not talk about those.
Spyro is a monster, though, right?
He's a dragon.
Which is a kind of monster.
Maybe in your eyes.
Jesus Christ.
You hate dragons and poor people so much.
I feel
Painted a fucking picture.
I love this game.
Yeah.
I've been playing it. I bought it yesterday, and I'm like 60% of the way through the first game.
So halfway then.
60.
Because 120.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you're supposed to be a maths person,
No, yeah.
right?
No.
You're a maths person.
Edit that out. You're going to ruin my career. Don't have one, that's the joke. I don't have one. I love this game so much. It makes me really smug that I like remember the levels and some of it and then remember where things are. It's fun, except the flying levels are not fun for me. They make me really, really mad. And it's the only thing I couldn't complete. But it turns out...
Is that because it's the remaster?
No.
Or the original also
it's
had...
hard.
Okay.
It just sucks. You're basically these levels where you just have to fly and you have to like, there's a time limit and then you have to go through like rings and then get chests and stuff and it's so fucking hard and I can't do it. And I can do everything else in this game is so easy. And these levels are so hard, but it turns out Mark is actually very good at it. So then I sat him down and forced him to do it all for me because I can't handle the flight controls. They're like proper flight controls where you press up and you
inverted,
go down. And every time I panic, I just dive straight into the water and you can't swim. Anyway, so I don't think I've ever been more attracted to Mark than when he can get all 10 rings, all 10 chests,
Wow.
all 10 archers.
Guys are like,
hard.
how to impress a girl? Get good at Spyro the Dragon, fuckos.
Beat my video game for me because I'm too dumb.
Yeah.
So like those levels are hard, and there's also a bit in the first game where you're like, oh, it's a treetops level. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe it's called treetops. Anyway, where you have to do this jump that is so annoying, and they've kept it the same level of annoying, and I really like that.
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
like commitment to the material, like because you have to like go down a ramp, power jump, turn real sharply onto another ramp you can't see, and then jump over to a platform over there, and you got to glide at the top. It's so hard, and I had spent so long. That and those other levels, if people in my work this week have been like, why is Bec super tired? It's because I was staying up playing Spyro! Because I couldn't go to bed if I hadn't finished the level.
Did you ever play Spyro, Jack?
Well, not really, but
Neither did I.
Yeah, so I've been I played a little bit just beforehand to get the gist of it. But I didn't know Spyro did skateboarding. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When does he skateboard?
Beck, when does he skateboard?
The third one. Do you know what?
what the fuck?
I hadn't played the third one because I didn't have it. I had the other two. And you should skateboard in all of them.
It's great.
But he
like,
can fly. What is he?
Yeah, and he flies as he skateboards.
You can't fly in the friggin' first one.
No.
Oh.
You can glide.
But it's so cool. It's like Tony Hawk if he was like magic. He should be, but real life as well. But
Imagine if Tony Hawk could breathe fire.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That would be so badass.
I really love this game. I think it's great. You should buy it. It's so nice, and the music is great, and the voice acting's real good too. It's it's really frustrating because I play so many games listening to other things, and this one I'm like, oh fuck no.
You like the voice
Dragon.
acting? Why is every dragon a dude except one that I've run into so far who's like
right.
this old decrepit woman dragon who's like, hey, and then every other one is called like Aiden or Ajax, and they're like, hey, Spyro, thanks Thanks for catching me. See how you killed that wizard over there? Here's how you kill the wizard. I just did that. This game over-explains so many things. After you've done them, after you've had to do it to get to them, they're like, this is how you move forward. This is how you jump. Did you know you can breathe fire? My name's Gayro. I don't know. I hate the dragons so much. I think they're so annoying. And also I think Spyro's a little shit. He's like the only one who's worse than the dragon. I love the game, but he's a cunt, isn't he?
He is. He's a rebellious guy, but he's that sort of rebel where you're like, oh, you're just saying you're a rebel because you don't listen to anyone.
But isn't he
And you're
saving the
smaller
world
than
or something? Isn't he saving the world?
Yeah, but like, I think it's because everyone's too lazy too. Like in the third one, like someone steals all the dragon eggs and all the adults are just like, off you go. You can fit in the hole.
Is he supposed to be a kid?
Yeah, I think so.
I just thought he's like just a guy with like short man syndrome because it's always like they're always like, oh, this guy froze all of us. Can you unfreeze us? And he's like, I'm gonna go get him. And they're like, can you just unfreeze all of us because we're all stuck? And he's like, I gotta kill the guy. And they're like, you weigh 2 kilos. Please stop. He's so annoying. And I played this with my friend. We took turns playing it, and we decided that he's probably a misogynist. That's what we're calling it.
How come when you save the dragons...
You're just going over that.
Huh?
He's ignoring it. That's another aspect of Evan's bad personality this week.
Evan hates call-out culture. He's got to be. I reckon he's a little shit. I don't like him. I like the game. I don't like him.
Maybe he's a fuck boy.
No, you have to fuck to be a fuck boy. Spyro does not fuck.
I don't think he does.
I
Nah.
only played a bit of the game. Does Spyro fuck?
It's the third game.
It's the
with it.
remastered one. Surely he fucks a bit.
Does Spyro fuck?
I'd like to also add I don't know anything about Spyro, so I've just been sitting in total silence. My only addition to this whole chat is, does Spyro fuck? I'm out.
It's like a good question. I think.
Yeah, I think
At the
it is.
end,
Yeah.
no way. Who would fuck him?
I've been commenting on all the Spyro videos. It's just no one's gone back to me. Spyro, you fuck?
Yeah.
You fucking?
Comment below. Give us your opinion.
We're the only gaming show to talk about
Yeah.
it. Everyone's just trying to hash on it.
Does Spyro fuck?
There is one thing that I didn't remember from originally playing it, which is that you kill a lot of dogs. It's just every so often there's a dog.
Right? I feel so bad. I'm fine killing all the other things, but killing the dogs, it made me feel bad about myself. I didn't like it.
Why are there dogs?
They're like guard dogs.
Yeah, they're not happy dogs.
And you just burn them to death.
Oh, right.
And they go,
And you got to burn them. You got to burn them multiple times to get them dead.
Wow.
They get all singed, and you're like, nah, got to burn you again, dog.
I'm kind of desensitized to killing dogs now because you do it in
We've
games.
touched on this before, Evan. We've touched on how you love to kill dogs.
holy
What was that game where you love to kill dogs in?
Well, it happens in Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
every game he's like, where's a dog?
Can I kill it?
But you also have to
That's
kill a
why I
lot of
didn't-
dogs in the latest Call of Duty.
You get two, you mean?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't
They're
bring
hard to
ours
kill
over
though. They
there.
take a lot of bullets.
I wrote the JB going, this game, you get to kill dogs in this one, or just curious. None in this one? Alright, what other games you got?
Oh my god.
Were you disappointed with how limited Nintendogs was in what you could
Just stabbing the screen with the stylus. Die! Why won't you?
Surely there's some kind of cheat code where you get to murder all these dogs.
Surely. Everyone wants this. That's my impression of Evan.
Oh my god.
Let's move on to the next game, which
Fine.
maybe you can kill dog. Anyway, maybe you can't. Maybe you can. Maybe it's open to interpretation.
You can definitely kill dogs in Pokemon. Let's go!
If you've been waiting for the chance to play Pokemon on your Switch, now you can, because Pokemon Let's Go is out. Let's take a look. All right, so that was a quick look at Pokemon Let's Go. It's just come out. There's two variants, right? It says Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu.
Why?
Why?
It's got to be two.
I don't know. I guess so. Maybe people buy both.
Yeah, you could sell two things then instead of one.
I mean, they've always come out in pairs,
Yeah,
right?
they always do the different colours.
Yeah,
and stuff.
gold and silver and other things, red and blue and green.
I feel like
and
they've all
pink
been sort of opposites up until now. And then it's like, the opposite of Pikachu, Eevee.
Look, maybe in some ways.
I'm excited because, like, you know how they always have a third one, like the one they bring out later, like a platinum or a crystal or something.
Ah.
What Pokemon are they going to pick? I hope they pick the sword one.
Weedle.
Yes?
In the original Pokemon Yellow, when you get Pikachu, your enemy trainer gets Eevee.
Oh!
Oh, so it is kind of an opposite.
Shit, yeah, we forgot.
So this is something that I discovered. In the original Pokemon, if you pick Pikachu, your rival gets Eevee.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's just a fun fact that I found out. Sorry, I'm just trying to put the top of my Bulbasaur. No, I'm struggling.
We're crafting these Pokemon toys.
Yeah, so
Me and
we should
Bec
probably
got a
explain.
while ago.
These have been sitting in a drawer for a little while. We got these from a...
Official Pokemon merchandise store.
Called Magic Dollar.
Yeah.
Um,
We get to zoom in on.
Lebk.
Can you, Pat?
Oh my God, Lebk.
Yeah.
it
I
looks
did
like
not
Lego.
notice.
This one just has an S, like a mystery S. I like this one too.
That is very funny.
I love these so much. Me and Jack bought
We got so many. This is everyone's favorite Pokemon, Ibrahimovic. If we can read what it says on there. Everyone's favorite Pokemon, Ibrahimovic.
That looks like it might even be... is it supposed to be Eevee?
That looks
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
It's that's gonna be the platinum version. Pokemon Pikachu, Eevee, and then everyone's favorite, Ibrahimovic.
and it's a glitchy version of
Yeah.
the Eevee version. It's just
this.
like Eevee going, "Arr!" Like you get to play with it, but it's just like, kill me. You gotta smack it until it's dead.
And just the whole world is wrong. It's just like, I got some jokey balls. I'm gonna go get them.
Choky balls.
That's funny.
Anyway, we recommend these are the perfect companion to your Pokemon experience. So I'm holding one upside down.
Yeah, Ash's
fun, you
hand
can-
keeps falling off.
They're real, like the plastic I would describe as definitely poison.
The Pikachu one, and there is just not enough here to make a Pikachu out of the parts that have been supplied with.
Sure, bitch. I'll do
There's-
it.
You can't make a Pikachu out of that.
Yes,
This
I
is a
can.
mistake.
What else is in this? Is there anything in the box? No, that's nothing else in the box.
You totally
Well,
can.
that's Pokemon Let's Go. Thank you for checking it out.
More like Pokemon Lego.
Exactly.
Evan.
Actually, it's Pokemon Lebk.
Pokemon
Yeah.
Lebquip.
Anyway, look, this genuinely has nothing to do with Pokemon Let's Go. We should talk about the game. So,
Yeah.
what is? Tell me about Pokemon Let's Go. Where does it sit between? Because all right, so you've got Pokemon Go on your phone, and you've got Pokemon like Yellow and stuff on Game Boy or whatever. Where does this sit? Is it in the middle? Is it more like Pokemon Go? What kind of game?
It's basically
what is it?
It's a remake of like the first ones.
Yeah, like
So,
red
like-
and blue version.
And you yellow.
Right.
Yeah. But what's happened?
The only thing missing is Pikachu's head. It's fine. It's not important. I was trying to do it subtly. And I did that, and you all...
No.
Bec?
What was I saying? That wasn't important. Anyway, it's a fun game. It's like, I was thinking, I haven't played Pokemon Colosseum. Maybe people in the comments can...
What is Pokemon Colosseum?
It was the GameCube version of like...
Of Stadium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
Stadium
like
was a great game.
There's like a one-player-y mode. Am I lying? I don't know. Where you walk around and you do this sort of thing. It feels very much like that, but with Pokemon Go catching things.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's like Pokemon Stadium battle feel vibes. I don't know if anyone else. I don't know. It's a mix between those two things, and I think they're.
So the Pokemon battles are similar to Pokemon Stadium, the way that's set up?
Yeah, I'd say it is. Would you guys? Yeah, people.
I mean,
are
all
like-
Pokemon battles generally are pretty, they're pretty similar structure, right?
But
It's turn-based.
But it's 3D, and
Yep.
you don't have. There's some things that are missing. Like it's not. You know how people like do all that really tough training, and you got to know numbers and shit. EV training, is that what it's called? You don't have to know any of that.
Right.
there's
So
nothing-
it is a simplified version of...
I know the concept of numbers. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a thing where you train based on. I just don't know. I just play the Pokemon games like a ding dong. But there is a way you can play so that you can get the best sort of Pokemon that you can get, so that you can go into battles and actually sort of win. Whereas this isn't really focused on the competitive nature of Pokemon. I feel like it's just about catching them and having a good time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you get like experience, like you encounter Pokemon. First of all, you can just see the Pokemon wandering around, and you can choose if you want to go up to them and grab them or not.
Right, rather than just like randomly...
Surprise.
Yeah.
You make it sound bad.
Yeah, I feel like instead of like in the old ones where you just wander through a cave and it's like, hey, did you want to spend your whole afternoon fighting like a million Zombats? And you're like,
Yeah, right.
not really, but all right. And then you level up through these like catching Pokemon rather than just like battling every single wild Pokemon you fight, which is kind of cool. Probably better for children playing it as opposed to just beating
So
like
it's
a million
simpler.
Pokemon to death every game you play.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like a Dave Callan. This probably is a game for babies. But
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I've said this before, but get me a nappy, get me a bottle. I'm in.
You've said that before.
I feel like I've said it before.
Ben's definitely said that before.
But I also love this. This is like the little controller that you can buy.
Yeah, so this is the Pokeball Plus, right?
Yeah, you can also buy a charging stand for too much money.
How
You're
else do
in
you charge it?
Ding Dong. You can just, I spent some time trying to figure out how to open this, but
You just
click
plug it
open.
in
It's
to
USB-C.
Yeah.
Isn't that great that your Pokeball's USB-C compatible? Come on, Apple, you fucks. Anyway, so
I think Apple have caught up with that.
On their computers.
good on you, Apple, you fucks. So if you press this, you can put a Pokemon in it. So at the moment there's an Eevee in here.
Is that what an Eevee
That's
says?
so cute.
Yeah, and
They
you
don't say Eevee?
apparently not.
No, they don't.
Oh, it's their cry. It's not necessarily their name.
Their cry.
Yeah, I think
Because it's strapped in a ball.
it's stuff in the ball and you make it fight. And you cry. Get me out.
Okay, well that's cool. So it makes noises and stuff.
Yeah. and
How do you use it? How does it work in actually playing the game?
Oh, hey, can I quickly say?
Yes.
If you do put a Pokemon in the ball and you wander around with it, it can gain experience. So it's kind of like there was a version.
Wait, if you literally walk around.
Yeah, if you take this around with you, because I put.
Yeah, that's normal. Hi, yeah, just number 3, thanks. That's a petrol. I'm at a petrol station.
Oh, I thought you were like a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, it's both.
You guys are improv kings.
I think
Number
that'd be-
3 on the menu, and also number 4, the petrol tank hose.
I'd
And
be a
this
really
is my
good-
Eevee.
Be a really good asset at your company. I think you should give me the position. Don't mind this. Yeah, I know all about machines. I've never had a job.
I was doing some job interviews recently, and if someone came in and they had a rare Pokemon in a Pokeball, I would
Yeah.
be like, "Welcome to the company." I don't have that power, but if I did,
You can say it anyway.
just walking around, "Welcome to the company."
You can just do that at work, can't you?
I hired you, Bec.
Hey, stranger, I'm Bec. You work for me now. Get your Pokeballs ready.
I just love that Evan's never had a job and he thinks that you can just shake someone's hand and say,
I've
"Welcome
had
to
job
the company."
making it sound like I'm some rich fuckhead
I mean,
that hates poor people and it doesn't have
I
a
never
job.
said you were rich.
this is my favorite. Anyway, so sorry.
I've had jobs. I have a job.
Name
I work
one.
hard.
Name one job that you've had. 3, 2, 1.
I used to be
Think of one.
No,
I used to be a content development production assistant,
That's not a real
that's
job.
not a
which on my
no,
timesheet was Cont Dev Prod Ass.
not-
What?
No.
prod ass.
Production assistant. It was abbreviated. Anyway.
So prod ass. You can't just say prod ass
No.
and get away with it. Evan, what
It
was
was
your
my-
first job?
I used to fix computers. I used to work at a computer shop. I would repair computers and sell people computer parts.
I love like
Cool.
no one watching this actually thinks you're like this. We're just talking about them, and then you're like, you've jumped so hard into damage control. You're like, like if you're watching this, you would be getting suspicious.
You are ruined.
So much.
It's all over.
I saw Evan once just come in with a jar of caviar and then he just threw it on the ground and it smashed everywhere and he's like, I don't fucking care. I got so much. And then he punched Oliver Twist in the face.
I've never eaten caviar ever.
No one believes you.
That's true.
What are you doing, Evan? You should be showing that can to show you're an everyman.
All right.
Look, he's not.
He's just like everyone else. The can's made of gold.
I'm not drinking caviar. All right. What?
What I thought.
This is good. Continue. Sorry.
Oh, so that thing. What do you? How does that actually work in playing the game? It's got a joystick. It's got a button.
Yeah, it's only got 2 buttons though, which is the top one and this one, and then it's a joystick.
So
And-
can you use that to play the game entirely, or do you need to
Yes.
also use?
But well, actually, I think you do need to press some other buttons. But I'm not, like, sometimes I need to press Y. Maybe I just haven't worked out how to do that.
Because you can just play with one Joy-Con, right? The trailer
Patrick
says
is
that you
saying
can.
Yes.
Yes. And look, this is good because my hand is so tiny and it's perfect. Like, this is a thing for children.
Yeah.
But I think if you were a person with a normal hand,
Yeah.
your hand would slowly become like a crab claw if you kept playing this. Like, because I think you would just grow around it and then you would be stuck with this in your hand, which is not bad because there's an Eevee in it. So that's all right.
Okay.
It's not there anymore.
I really loved playing this game for like an hour beforehand. I feel like because it's the sort of the same world as like the red and blue ones, it was like the most like real hardcore nostalgia sort of game for me. It's like, I'm 8 years old again. This is great.
Do you have enough nostalgia in you to go for a $70 Pokeball controller on top of the game?
Whoa.
I enjoyed playing with the Pokeball. I probably wouldn't, but if you are, like a Bec type person who's like, money is meaningless, give me all your crap, then yeah, I would do that.
The psychic, normal type, Bec type.
Yeah.
I just go, poof, poof, and it's just money.
It was great. I think one thing I noticed that changed is, maybe this is just my memory, but I think when in the original like Pokemon games, your rival that you battle, because you get to pick the names of you and your rival. My name is Jack, and my rival's name is Bad Jack, which I really enjoy that. But I remember in the other, it was like your rival was just a real asshole, and it was like they were just like you hated them and it was fine, and they were just like a real dickhead, and it was cool to. But now I think they've made him like he's like your friendly mate, and he's like, oh,
Yeah,
hey,
right.
what's going on? We are on the same adventure together. It's like, I don't care. I want to crush you. I feel good about wanting to crush you. Make him evil again.
They did. I think over the last few years, they've slowly made your rival nicer. Because remember, there was that game where your rival was just staring into the Professor Oak's thing. Like, he was outside staring in. He was just standing, and then you'd ask him, like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Fuck off!" I remember him saying that. I was like, "Wow, that's." They stole a Pokemon. I think that's what happened.
What a little
original
bitch.
one, the rival broke into my house in real life, stole all my stuff, punched me in the face, and then I said, "Who are you?" And he was like, Pokemon or something. I don't know. Ran away.
I'm Bad Jack.
Bad
No
Jack?
one believes me. Yeah.
He said his name was Bad Jack.
Yeah.
Naomi, what did you call your rival?
Evan.
Beck, what did you call your rival?
Evan. Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because you like killing dogs, shooting guns.
Because we call you our rival and you're really, really nice to us. I called my Evie little bitch. And then
Are there
my,
any restrictions on what you can? Because sometimes
well,
they'll say
you
no,
can
you
call
can't.
it little bitch. And then
That's
my
great.
mum in the game was like, and what do I call this? Little bitch? Little bitch is so cute. I was like, thanks, mum.
Aw.
I called my Eevee Bulbasaur just to fuck with myself for the rest of the game. Or whatever I want.
That's messed up.
There is still apparently a what they're calling a full Pokemon RPG sort of game coming next year, right, for Switch?
Think so.
What?
What's that mean?
Well, yeah. What do you expect that would be more than this?
I think it would be a full Pokemon game because this is sort of like a.
So this
scaled
isn't
back.
really a full Pokemon game, you think?
Oh, it is, but it's scaled back. All the like you don't train and fight in the same way that you do in other Pokemon games.
Right.
So like I think it would get all those techniques back and probably make it less about, throwing a fun ball at things and go back to the old mechanics of like, you really have to do a lot of strategizing. Whereas I feel like
Less of a
it's
baby's
not a lot of
game.
strategy.
It is a baby's game.
Yeah.
But fun baby. It's got
Fun baby.
Fun baby.
Look, you're even wearing like a little jumpsuit.
Yeah. You're a fun baby.
Little
I'm a fun
Beck.
baby.
And you got an L on your head, like loser, right? Is that what that is?
I would walk away if my mic wasn't attached to this.
Yeah, we're all attached to the desk.
But
Where's
we're
everybody
standing up
going?
in protest.
We're trapped here with you, Evan. Bad Evan.
What? This is Ash Ketchum's hat, right?
Here's
So
the
hang
fun-
on, he's got a thing on. He's got a Pokeball on his hat.
You know, a fun thing about these things, you can, because you get a Ash Ketchum and a Pokemon, but you can just build them together into one nightmare creature as well.
Oh my god! That's what
Ash
happens.
Ketchum and Eevee, we jumped in the teleporter at the same time, and here we are.
It's
forever.
like the Fly or something, right?
Yeah.
That's
Doesn't that happen in a game? Am I making that up? Like you go to Bill's house and he goes in with
Hang
a
on, what?
Pokemon and he gets merged with a Pokemon for a bit.
No.
This is canon. These are canon. Canon.
Bec, is Eevee evolve when you give it like certain stones? Is that the thing with Eevee?
Yeah, you can get
Yeah.
a Flareon or a
Yeah, yeah.
Vaporeon or.
This is like if you give Eevee the Nightmare Stone, it becomes just a bad man.
You just feed Eevee a bunch of
Yeah.
garbage.
Come on.
Where's Eevee?
Evie.
Eevee.
Evie. I refuse to say your real name because it'll ruin the joke.
Eevee.
Come on.
Okay. Eevee. Hey, Sansa.
Evie, there's so
Oi,
many.
mate. Whoa! Come over here. Come over here.
Pick
her up.
This is worth
Can I
it.
pick her up, sir? Come on, don't eat my salad. No. Come. Look. Nice treat. Nice treat.
Bye, Evie. Yeah.
Aww.
Come on.
That
Look
was
at
worth
her.
all
That was worth that.
that. Hey, maybe we should wrap up. That's all for this week. Thanks, everybody. But before we go, we have to thank our top patrons. We have to. Big thanks to Lachlan Chapman, Cameron McGorris, Ben Lovett, Chris Sheeky, Josh Apter, Shemath Wijaratney, Alex Chom, Christian Sanchez.
We have to stop. There is an important thing we need to explain
Okay.
about Christian Sanchez.
So-
His name we love to yell out.
Yes.
Evan.
Apparently, it's come to our attention that we actually have two people named Christian Sanchez who both support our Patreon. What are the chances?
What?
And I think they're both in California.
Are they the same man?
I don't think they are because I've talked to one of them.
If you're watching, are you the same man? Let us know.
Well, this is something that with that two different addresses, and I was talking to one of them who was on the lower tier, right? And we got mixed up because we'd sent a mug, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't get my mug," and I thought, "But I did send a mug to Christian Sanchez because I checked the records." And then I said, "Is this the right address?" And he's like, "No, this is the address." And then, anyway, it turns out two people named, as unlikely as it is, we have two people named Christian Sanchez on there. So, Christian Sanchez, and Christian Sanchez.
I feel like we got to yell his name a few times because we've missed out on 2 Christian Sanchez's for a bit.
Well, no, but he was only on the $12 tier, so
Oh, now he is?
yeah.
All
Anyway,
right,
look.
cool.
Oh, so the other one jumped up a tier.
Well, no, now they're both up on the $20 tier, which is
So
nice. of
really,
them.
you should say Christian Sanchez, the one who wasn't paying as much. Please go back and watch all the other videos and know that when we say Christian Sanchez, we weren't talking about you.
I was talking about him a bit.
I'm still like, part of me is like, maybe this is some sort of mix-up and there's not 2. But it looks like, as far as we can tell, there are 2 people named Chris. Anyway,
Who's your
look.
favorite, Em?
Well,
Rank the Christian Sanchez.
I've only
Evan, you just
The
say
one-
this. You go Christian Sanchez and Christian Sanchez.
I've only been communicating with one of them. I'll say him because he's, you know.
The one who didn't get a mug in the wrong tier and didn't say anything. How about that one we don't like as much, but we still
Is
like.
one of these Christian Sanchez's just sipping from a mug they didn't pay for? Like,
No. They
Take that,
they
Evan.
both earned their mugs with their money. Anyway, look. Adam Giambattista, also Jake Robertson, Paul Barbie, and also new this week, Christian Ford from Alberta in Canada, and Espen Barokovim from Perth in WA.
Oh, cool.
All great, lovely people. If you want to hear your name read out on the show, especially if your name is also Christian Sanchez, it'd be great to get a real collection going.
Get on the Christian Sanchez tier.
yeah.
Can we make a Christian Sanchez tier? Transfer them over $20.
That'd be great. We should name the
Instead
$20
of-
tier the Christian Sanchez tier.
Instead of like Patreon only content, there's just only Christian Sanchez who's going to watch this content tailored for you.
It's Evan's daily vlog.
Yeah.
Jump on the $20 tier at patreon.com/gamergame or gamergame.com/Patreon. And you also get a mug at the $20 tier as well. We'll send you a mug. We've got some more mugs. We'll send out some mugs. They're great mugs. They're really good. One of these mugs is featured in Auntie Donna's latest sketch.
It is, which is very funny, by the way. Michelle
Really-
Brazier is
Michelle
in
Brazier,
it.
she's
and
so
you should
good.
Watch it. She's really funny.
Really
the
good.
rest of them, but Michelle, very funny.
Yeah, and great mug.
Oh,
And what have you got coming up now?
what about my thing?
Yeah, so tomorrow, Tuesday this week,
Yeah.
your pilot that we've been talking about for a while at
Yeah.
various points.
It takes a while to.
You've been working on it for ages.
Yeah, well, we've finished it, and then now it's just took a bit. You know the bloody ABC.
Yeah.
what
Classic
clock are they on?
ABC. You've got an ABC pilot. It's coming out on iView on
Tomorrow.
Tuesday, and it goes to broadcast as well.
A week after that, so November 27th, it's on ABC Comedy at 9:30 p.m.
There you go.
What's it
Please
called?
watch it. It's called Why You Like This.
Is there any way for people who aren't in Australia to see it, or is it going to be
No.
locked to iView?
No, there's not, but
See if you can
hopefully eventually.
VPN your way around.
I
to...
don't think VPNs exist today.
No, you can totally just ABC iView. You better watch.
Imagine
pilot.
someone deciding to be in Australia on the internet. That's very funny. What do you get?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Except my pilot.
Yes.
That's it. And also you can probably go on mygov.com.au.
And you can look at all the blocked content from other places. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
great.
You can get a lot of, this isn't available in your region.
Instagram stories, some of the songs aren't available in our region, I've noticed.
Oh.
Like I'll click an Instagram story, it's got a fun tune and I can't listen to it.
That's
That's
ridiculous.
fucked up. Yeah, my Instagram story got blocked by Sony because I put a Pitbull song on.
Oh my god.
What? Really?
Yeah.
That's
You know that
crazy.
I Know You Want Me. Good song.
If you enjoyed the show, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can share it around and stuff as well.
That was wild.
What happened? What happened?
Sansa started boot scooting along the floor. Sorry about that. Sorry for derailing.
That's it for this week. Bye, guys.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.